Hello, model railroad fans. This box right here contains something that is very, very special to me. So if you want to hang on for just 1 second, we're going to crack this open and take a look. I will be right back. Okay, I would like to take a moment and thank you very much for joining me today here at Vintage Road and Rail. And also I want to give a quick shout out to all those who have subscribed to my channel. I have recently hit a milestone of 100 subscribers. That was probably, at the time of recording this video, about 4 or 5 days ago, and since then I have hit 108. So I want to take a moment and thank all who have subscribed and like watching my videos. I'm new to this hobby, and I'm just kind of exploring it as I go, and it's nice to have a few people along with the ride. So again, thank you very much for watching my videos, liking my videos, leaving comments, and subscribing. So all right, well, again, thank you, but let's now get to what's in this box. This box is very special to me for two reasons. One, just the box itself and the contents that is in this box. This is a little cedar chest my mother gave me, oh good Lord, I don't know how long ago. I was maybe 6 or 7 years, I don't know. But the contents of this box is even older than that. And if you clicked on this one, or I should say when you did click on this video, you saw the description, so you, or the title I guess I should say, so you already know what's in here. But let's open it up and take a look. And there it is. This is my first ever train set. This is a Silver Streak, and it's got all of its cars and caboose. But before we get into that, I'm not wanting to do like a whole history on the Silver Streak train set or anything, but I do have the 3 catalogs that this appeared in. So it first showed up in 1978, and here's the catalog. And it was in the 1979 catalog as well. And its last appearance was in 1980. And here is this catalog. Alright, so real quick, let's take a look at the catalog it was first released in. And you can see it right here. This is the very first page when you open it up. And you can see it featured along with several of its other sets, Tyco's other sets. And we're going to flip over a couple pages, and here is the original advertisement. I know it's not really wanting to fit all the way in the screen, so I'll just kind of pan up and over, and then we will come down. And I will leave this on here, and let's flip over to the next one. It doesn't quite get the same feature presence in 1979 as it did in 78, but still, it's in the catalog. So I'm going to close that and set it aside. But my favorite of the advertisements is going to be in 1980. It got a really nice spread, and there's the artwork is just amazing. I'm almost tempted to get another catalog just to put that on the wall. And there it is. That is just absolutely gorgeous. And this is my all-time favorite train set. Favorite train, period. And there it is in all her glory in the 1980 catalog. Alright, so I'm going to, well, this is wanting to go all over the place. So let me just read what you get with this train set. Then we're going to jump in and see what kind of shape mine is in after, Lord knows, well over 30 years. Well, shoot, over 40 years at this point. Alright, so this is going to be a night glow. So it says gleaming chrome locomotive and caboose, operating loader and unloader. So it says the Silver Streak features a big gleaming silver diesel loco with operating headlight and gleaming silver caboose. This unit, 6-unit set with a 36 by 45 oval track layout, also features the operating piggyback loader unloader, which according to the other catalog was new for '78, with a truck depot that glows in the dark with Tyco's night glow. And that's a little system that you can kind of see here. These little strips you just put all over everything. They did it with their slot car tracks as well. So contents are going to be a lighted Alco Century. That's going to be a C430, silver locomotive, a hopper car, a billboard reefer, a piggyback flat car with 2 trailers, a skid flat with culvert pipe, truck cab with trailer, caboose, piggyback loader unloader with truck depot, and night glow decoration sheet. Excuse me. And if it matters to anybody, you would get 6 of these to a carton. Alright, so let's go ahead and set these catalogs to the side. And you just heard what was supposed to come with a full set. So let's see what I have left. So as we're going through this, let me give you the quick story. I got this in, I want to say 1980. It could have been 79 when I was 5 years old. In 1980 I would have been 6 years old, but it was going to be in one of those 2 years. I'm not 100% sure. And my mother had bought me and 2 of my cousins some gifts. She worked at Big K, which is not to be confused with Kmart. Big K in the late 70s, early 80s was its own store, but it was like Big K or Walmart that you would have seen in mostly Tennessee, but maybe some other places in the South, and was ultimately bought out by Walmart. So my mother worked there at that particular time, so she got us some gifts. I have no clue what that first gift my mother gave me and what my cousins got. But when we were headed home and I got out to the car, there was a great big present in the back seat waiting for me. And back then cars were huge, so there was plenty of room to open this thing up. So my mother said, "Hey, I didn't want your cousins to feel bad, but I got you a special gift." And that big huge box was this. Alright, so let's see what I've got left and what kind of condition it's in. Alright, first off, we've got these Union Pacific trailers. Now these, unfortunately, are not the originals. I found these at a train show and stuck them in here with it. So for full disclosure, these are not original. The rest of this is. Alright, so we have the flat car with the culvert pipe load. And it is missing one of the horn hook couplers, but all the wheels are present, and the other one is here, and the little steps are there. And the only reason these probably have survived is I super glued these things down. This one popped loose at some point, so I'm going to probably super glue it back down just because it's ugly at this point. But that's the flat car. Now there is a green one of these that you can find sold by Tyco, but I believe only the red ones came with a set. Excuse me. Alright, so then we have the flat car that the piggyback trailers could ride on. And you can see, I think I've tried to fix this in the past and it didn't stick, so I'll need to do this again. But it has got all of its wheels and both horn hooks, so it's in pretty good shape. So I'll just need to get some kind of adhesive and glue that back on. Alright, and next we've got our Purina billboard reefer. It is missing its, right here, its little brake wheel, and looks like this has gotten broken a little bit at some point right there. And it's completely missing the trucks. Lord knows where those went, but they are long gone. In fact, I thought I had lost this set. I had went over to storage and I went through every single box I had because I couldn't imagine how I would have ever lost it, but I couldn't find it. Well, the very last box I come across, and also the cedar chest too, I thought I had lost it. But the very last box I come across, first I found this cedar chest, and then at the very bottom, laying flat, which was not good, was this train set. So I was so relieved. So I put it all in this little box, and now I'll keep it over here with me. Alright, so we have a 50-foot box car. And by the way, this is 40 foot. And it's just a regular old Burlington Northern. And it is also missing the brake wheel, which is not surprising. I'm amazed to still have all of this. And it is missing both trucks as well. And one of these steps is bent in. I'm going to have to try to fix that. And with the way these are, it's amazing. It's, you know, they're pretty tough. So I'm surprised that it's actually bent like that. Alright, and now we're getting down to what really makes this set special, because these other items you could find, they've been selling like this piggyback and stuff like that. They've been selling these for years, Tyco has. But what made this set special was this chrome locomotive and caboose. So let's first take a look at the caboose. And you can see it is definitely worse for wear. The chrome is rubbing off in many places. Right here, we have lost I believe it's a little smokestack, you know, for a little fire pit or whatever that might be in there. And you see how on this side you've got the little ladder and the brake wheel and the chain and the railing. Well, that's MIA on this side. God only knows where it went. And on the bottom, though, we do have both trucks complete with wheels and horn hook couplers. All right. And the last piece, and it is number 4301, and this is an Alco 430, a C430 locomotive. It never did come with handrails, so those are not going to be here. That was, I believe, for these a separate purchase. I don't think they ever, well, the set I know didn't come with one, because I've got another complete set over in storage. Both horns are long gone. We still have the back coupler. All the wheels are here. Front coupler is gone. In fact, if you can see down in there, it is broken off. Because if you look back here, you can see the coupler box right there with the coupler in there. This is broken off, and the story of how that got broke off, I can actually still remember. We had set this up on the kitchen table, and it flew off. I mean, it just nosedived right off onto the floor, and that's how that got broke. I'm lucky this part didn't break as well, so that's still there. But you can see a considerable amount of chrome wear, paint wear, and it was played with. It definitely was. This was my favorite thing I had for years. So just a quick bio of me. I'm 47, born in 74. So I got this when I was 4 or 5 years old, or not 5 or 6 years old, so that'd be 79 or 80. And up until about 1984, I was all about electric trains, until Transformers come out in 1984. And then that was all I was about. And then I really didn't do a whole lot with electric trains until now. I did have a little stint where I had a N-scale train set. I bought it, looked at it, set it up on the coffee table, put it in a box, and there it sat ever since. And that was probably about 15 years ago, maybe longer than that. I don't think my kids were born yet. So, but last year during COVID, like a lot of people, I was locked down, so I needed a hobby, and so I got into model railroading, and now the bug has bit me, and I'm trying to figure out how I got along all these years without it. Alright, so anyway, so that is the story of my first train set, and a quick look at it, and I'm going to try to get it all in frame here. At least what I can, anyway. And we'll put the little, yeah, they're not from the original set. So anyway, so this is my original Silver Streak train set. I love it. It is definitely my favorite. And in 2004, I think it was, I was on eBay and bought a complete in the box Silver Streak train set. It is over in storage. My wife asks me all the time why I bought it, because when I got it in, I opened up the box it was shipped to me in. I pulled it out. I flipped it open. I looked at everything. I may have pulled everything out, and I put everything back in shoved it back in its shipping box, taped it up, put it in storage, and there it sat ever since. It is still, to this day, sitting in storage in that shipping box. So let me know in the comments if you want me to pull that rascal out and do an unboxing of that train set. And maybe we can do that in a future video. Alright, so that's the look at this. So let's put this on the track. I'm going to adjust the camera and just move it over. And let's see if after, so what is this, 40, I'm 47. Let's say I got this when I was 5. So 42 years. Let's see if this runs. One thing I did note before I started filming is its traction tires. I don't know if I can get this to focus, but they are still there. I can just kind of feel them. You can see them sitting in there. I was kind of surprised by that. I kind of half figured after 42 years, and Lord knows what kind of treatment, they would have rotted off and fell off. So, alright. Let's get this on the track real quick. I'm just going to eyeball it on here. Okay, something popped off. Alright, so it is on the track. So let me take the camera off the tripod real quick. And let's see if it will come to life in even a little capacity. Alright, so I have got this. This is my Bachmann Easy Command DCC system. Thought about grabbing, it's down here in the floor, I don't want to show you that mess, one of my regular DC ones to see what happened. But the nice thing about this is, once I hit that red button, it'll put power to the track. So if this is at least going to receive current, I should hear it buzz or hopefully the light come on. So let's see what happens. I have not done anything with this as far as trying to run it on track in Lord knows how long. Alright, ready? Here we go. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making some kind of noise. It is. It is trying to do something. I hear some kind, so it's getting electricity, it's getting power, but it could be seized up. You know, it may be shorted out. So, because it was doing an awful lot of fussing over there. Let me try this a little bit differently. I don't want to spend too much time messing with this. And I apologize, I got my camera in hand and I'm all over the place. Yeah, it's flipping out over here with the DCC controller. Tell you what, let me stop the video right here and let me hook up a DC controller and see what we get. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've hooked up my trusty model power pack here, and we've got her back on the track. So let's see what happens if we just do this. Okay, we're at practically full power and nothing. So yeah, and it's overloading, so it may be seized up or just needs to have a good clean. So I don't want to push it any further because I don't want to burn it out, because I'm hoping to try and restore this. Alright, so that's a look at my first train set, Silver Streak, purchased in 79 or 80. Not 100% sure which, but it could be either year. It's in bad need of a restoration, so I think I might make that a future video. And what I mean by a restoration, I'm not going to try to fix the chrome wear or anything like that. Mainly just see if I can get the motor running and get some trucks on these two cars that are missing. Get this fixed here and just see if we can get it running, because if I want a pristine Silver Streak, they can be found. I've got a friend of mine on Facebook that could probably hook me up with one. But this is special because this abuse is caused by me, and had a lot of fun doing it. So you don't want to take that kind of character away. All right, well, again, thank you very much for those who have subscribed to my channel and have been enjoying my videos. I'm glad to have some people along with this journey. I am new to the hobby, like I said. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in the comments below, tell me, what is your first train set? I would very much like to hear, if it's Tyco especially, I would love to hear it. But was it a Lifelike? Was it Bachmann? AMH? There was all kinds of them. Or AHM, I'm sorry. There was all kinds of train sets back in the day. So tell me what you have. I would love to read those comments. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and happy model railroading. Take care, guys.